And action. We've been traveling this forest for the past 2 days, and to be completely honest, we've been enjoying it so much that I didn't even think about pulling out the camera. So here we are. This is the Prentice Cooper National Forest, and as you can see, I just stopped here in the middle of the trail. This is actually a new trail that we haven't done before. So we're just going to explore it a little bit and see what we find here, because we have another trail in mind, which is called Haley Road, which has a river crossing and everything. We want to do it again because it's different time of the year. But check out the trail ahead. So I'm gonna try to capture bits of the trail here and there, but really just wanted to show what this looks like, because it's one of those places that you want to be here frequently, but you hardly get the time to do it. So that being said, let's go explore this trail. And it's called Sheep Rock. And it's pretty funky the way it looks with all the leaves on the floor. Winter is coming in the middle of fall, so let's go check it out. You ready?
I am ready, let's go.
It took us a minute, literally. So that's where we're coming from, and unfortunately, this trail, if you see there on the left side, that's where we're supposed to like turn and continue to do a big loop, but it's closed. So that means that we're just gonna head back and just really move towards Haley Road, which is in that direction. It's a shame because this looked really cool on the map, so we'll just go ahead and try to find the trail that we were looking for anyway. And mission accomplished. We explored this one and it was really short. All right, here it is. This is Haley Road. Let me show you from the outside before we head in. I want to make sure that half my truck is not outside on the road. And we've done this different season. Now we're gonna do it during the fall. So show you basic information that's here. All roads to the right of Haley Road exit state property to private property. Help us be good neighbors. So you just gotta stay on the trail. And on the left, this is Haley Road. And it's just before the Rangers are here. So it's a good point of reference. If it wasn't open, that gate would show it as closed. I think this is gonna be a fun one, so I hope you like it. Let's go inside. It's gonna be a little bit of a bumpy ride, but the beginning, this is still kind of a decent trail. It's gonna get rocky, it's gonna get bumpy, it's gonna get sharp, and a little bit dangerous, but not for high clearance vehicles, but if you don't have a vehicle like this, then yeah, that would be when issues may arise. So it's gonna get bumpier as we get in there, but I think you're gonna enjoy this one. 4x4s only. Due to steep grade, ATV, motorcycle okay, violators, $130 fine. We're on the right vehicle to do this thing, and we're gonna have some fun. We are right now on off-road mode on high, but I'm flipping it to very high just because I know that there's a section where I scraped yesterday at night that I forgot to put it on very high, and I scraped our brand new armor. So the rock sliders and the armors are being put in good use already, although this was not like a very incredibly difficult trail to go over rocks, but since it was really late at night, we basically botched it. So now let's see how doing this during the day goes for us. And if you're new to the channel, we do travel adventures, but we also provide some content about Tesla's technology and EVs in general whenever I have a chance to drive any other brand of EV. We're getting on the bumpy ride. Here's some rocks here, some elevation changes, and yeah, this particular section, if check out on that end, you can see that there is a little bit of a hump with some water both before and after, and no problem for a Cybertruck or any high clearance vehicle, to be honest. But this is Haley Road, so it's gonna be a fun ride. We are going to cross a river stream. Last year or early this year, we crossed it and it was kind of like 2.5, 3 feet deep. Yesterday, when we crossed it at night, it was just inches, so we didn't have to put it on wait mode. It was really cool. We got to see what the river looks like when it's very, very low. And now we're gonna do it again, but during the day, and you're gonna be able to see it, because last night we were live streaming it and visibility was very poor. Kind of first somewhat technical section. We're gonna make sure that we don't slip. This side here. Let's make sure that we can pass this easy. And then there's a big rock with a drop here, so I'm gonna take it to the left a little bit. Here we go. It's a little bit of a tree here, tree line, so let's avoid that. The video doesn't make it seem steep, but right now we are at 12 degrees, 13 degrees pitch, and dropping. So I think this may or may not be where we scraped last night, but I'm on very high right now. Let's see if we touch again or not. Nope, that's probably not even it. Okay. So we keep showing you this trail. I hope you enjoy it. It's a pretty fun, mild, I would call it easy trail, except for the few areas where there's big rocks. Pretty cool stuff. And I really hope you're enjoying it. This is the section of the trail that is just before the river crossing, I think. So yeah, this is it. So we're gonna see if we can show you this from both the car and the bottom view. This is the area of the river that was pretty high last time that we were here. Now we get to see the floor, and it wasn't really that complicated, but because it had like 2 or 3 feet of water, we had to take our time last time. All right, let's see how this goes now. Nice and easy, steady pace. I was gonna turn on trail assist, but it's not necessary. We have a lot of water on the left side, but almost completely dry on the right. And now I realize that there's a bit of a drop here. So I'm gonna take the right side to make sure that we stay on the most shallow part of the stream. That felt like I was gonna go really close to the rocks, but no problem, I'm very high. All right. It's a nice river stream here. This time we got it empty, but looking pretty slick right now. We're just gonna go up this hill now. Well, let's see what we got here. We found this. This is not the spot we were going to, but looks pretty solid. The ground seems like it got some water recently, but right now it's dry. I don't think we're gonna have a problem here if we wanted to stay here. It's private property on that side, so we're on the other side, which is public land. Oh, and this is pretty flat and cozy. I see some deer markings here on the ground. It actually smells a little bit like deer or cattle. Lots of leaves. If we stay here, we can park it more in this side here. I'm pointing this direction where I'm pointing the camera. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Well, we're gonna decide soon. We are not far from the original point that we were going to be staying at. So let's just go there and compare, because I didn't like something about here. It looks like we're on the path of anyone that's coming through the trail. And like if someone's coming in like too fast or loses control or something, then we're on the path. So I just want to see if the other spot is better. Definitely, this is definitely better. So our original plan was to come here to this spot that's borderline I don't know if you can see, but there's a sign back there that says private, leaving the forest, leaving Prentice Cooper State Forest. Private land is beyond that sign. We're pretty far from the trail here. This is a nice, somewhat level area. You could fit 10 vehicles here, easy. And we're about, I don't know, 20, 30 feet, more than 20, 30 feet from the trail, which is here. And it goes that way. So when we leave tomorrow morning, this is where we're gonna take the road in that direction. And instead of coming through the front of the forest, we're gonna go through the back and then be on our way to Florida. So I think we're gonna call this camp. There's a Cybertruck. There's me. Maybe that's better. You can see me. And we're gonna get the truck ready. Open up the tent and just relax here. This is gonna be our spot for the next, I don't know, 24 hours, something like that. Let's start with the tent. That's the first thing we're gonna do. So I'm gonna just remove the pins here so that I can open it. And I have to do the same thing on all four sides. So I'll be right back. Now that that's done, we can push this baby open. If I unlatch it from here. And that's part one. Now, part two would be to actually open the tent. And for that, we need to remove this plastic elastic from here and grab a hold of this guy here, which is the one that's gonna let me actually open the tent. That's the basics of opening our tent. And what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna put this away just to keep it handy, close by. There's a place where I can hang it. Now I need to get up here and set it up. So I'm gonna take my ladder from inside the truck, which we have here. Very handy. So we're getting better at packing things, so we put them in the order we're gonna use them next, or in reverse. So we have the ladder here. This ladder attaches to the bottom of the tent. Okay, so we're gonna do that now. First thing I have to do is remove those, and then I have to open it completely first so that every step locks, and then I'll start adjusting the height from the top to see how much I need. And I think this will be good enough so that we don't pinch ourselves when we're going up and down. So the top one's locked, and we have our ladder ready. Okay, so this side's a little bit on the air, so what I'll do is that I'll bury this one a little bit so that they're closer. I'll do that later, but now I can go up here and set up the inside of the tent. We have a mattress here, and a sleeping bag. So it's very convenient now to set that up. So I'll show you in a second how the tent looked like. We have a pump, but it also self-inflates a little bit. But I'm gonna get the pump and I'm gonna help it to inflate our awesome mattress that we have here. That is the basics of the tent. Come this way. Now we're gonna show you the other stuff that we can do. All right, so we changed our setup recently. We removed our prototype Probo kitchen because it was hand built just to test the dimensions, And we decided to streamline this a little bit. So now we have all our cooking gear in these two things, as well as the big one. Our water tanks are the same. And yeah, pretty much camp is really ready. Unless we're gonna eat something where we start cooking, we pull out the induction stove from here. We have our blender there. We have the 2 refrigerators inside the truck. Water pump, utensils, cookware, it's all here. So very simple, I would say. There's a lot more detail that goes into setting up. So that's gonna be a deep dive later. Maybe on this trip, not sure yet. Maybe we'll do it on this trip. So I can show you like what it looks like with the lights on, because we have LEDs there. We also have the awning here, which we can open. We don't need to open it because we're surrounded by trees. So we have a good shade. If we feel like we need it, come this way. The new awning that we have here has a hard cover, which helps with aerodynamics. And it's really easy. I'm not gonna deploy it right now, but I'll show you how easy it is to open up the awning area and be able to deploy it. So that's open. All I would need to do is remove these 5 straps and it starts hanging and I can swing it around the truck. That's basically it. So now it's time to relax a little bit. We're gonna pull out our chairs, our table, our lamp, and get ready for the night, because tonight it's gonna be a cold night. It's gonna be in the high 30s, which for the kid from Florida, that is cold. I have my thermals, I have my jacket, and I have my human blanket. So holding the camera. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep enjoying our adventures. It's a freezing morning. Right? It's cold. She never speaks up.
It's cold.
Okay. So last night we stayed up there, and somehow the tent was not frozen inside. It snowed a little bit in the evening, but just a little bit of flurries, and they're gone now. And we are packing to get ready to leave the mountain and be on the way home. Believe it or not, I'm actually updating the truck FSD version 14.1.7, which, if you care about that, is the latest version of FSD for the Cybertruck. It was downloaded last night, and the truck is installing it as we pack to leave. So the inside of the tent is pretty much empty already, and we just have to do finishing touches to be able to fold it and close it down. Gotta put away the chairs and the lamp. We're like penguins here. And but it was a great night regardless. I have to reinstall my hitch cover, which, we lost it yesterday going through the obstacles here on the trail. But the day promises to be a really good one today, because we woke up. It's another good day to be alive. So I hope you enjoyed our adventures. I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Don't forget that if you want to support the channel and our crazy adventures, all you need to do is do the subscriptions. There's free and there's paid, and the paid ones help a lot. So if you want to do that on X, hit subscribe. On YouTube, become a member, and on Patreon, the same. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.